Demon Slayer. I think Demon Slayer has an interesting, I'm gonna call this a story, where a young boy goes through trial and tribulations to become a strong enough swordsman to get revenge on the demon who killed his family. But how hard was it? How hard was Tanjiro's journey? Could anyone else do what Tanjiro did? Well, what if I said one of the weakest Demon Slayer members could easily take on Tanjiro's journey? What? Okay, I don't normally dabble into power scaling. To be frank, not my cup of tea. But I liked what Klinkh. Honestly, I do not know how to pronounce your name. Is it Kalink? Kala?
What have I got?
Did for Usopp, and I wanted to see how weak character at their peak can do in the main character's shoes to show off how capable that a weak character can be if they were in those battles. So is really Murata up to the task? First, let's check out what Murata can really do. Yes, despite being, Murata, he has some feats to his name, like getting up to Guillaume's training and Hashira training arc, which means he'd gone through Tengen's stamina training, which involves high tempo running. He went through Marutro's quick movement training, focusing on muscle control and improving swings. He went through Mitsui's flexible training, which includes dancing for some odd reason, and intense stretching. He also went through Obanai's sword skill revision training, which involves special training with obstacles and how to work around those obstacles, I'm pretty sure. And Sonomi's infinite pounding or infinite strike training. He just beats you up until you're strong enough. I don't think he had training. Now, he did go through Guillaume's muscle reinforcement training, which requires trainees to endure a waterfall, carrying heavy logs, and pushing a large boulder, but we never got to see him pass, so we're gonna allow him to maybe the waterfalls, but I don't think we ever see him past the log or the boulder. And when I say past these training regiments, I don't mean he was top of his corp or class like Tanjiro. It's more of a meaning that he was at a acceptable level to get to the next class. But I'm assuming because this training was very important during this time, I think it would have been a high enough level. So he's half decent with his abilities. He knows water breathing, which he can do first form water surface slash, which allows him to generate enough momentum to create a powerful single concentrated slash. He knows second form, water wheel, allowing him to leap and vertically spin around in the air while releasing a flowing attack of circular motion. And let's see. Oh, that's all it says on the Kinetsu no Yaiba fandom wiki. Well, this ain't that bad. Okay, let's get into the matchups.
Oh my god.
The Temple Demon. This demon was nicked in the neck by pre-trained Tanjiro using a basic hatchet, not even a weapon form for combat. Murata has a Nichirin sword that can actually kill this demon. So is going into the final selection demons that Tanjiro fought. Bro already survived his own final selection. I think he's good. Arm Demon. Okay, Arm Demon is one of our first demon that has a special ability. Even though it's not a Blood Demon arc, it's still special to him. Arm Demon is able to extend and shoot his arms out, and he also just has multiple arms to grab and crush. Subito was fast enough to at least get to his neck, but failed to cut off the demon's head for some odd reason. Now, we have proven that Murata is fast, training under Tengen, and another thing that would help him in this fight would be the skills that he learned in Marutro's, Mitsui, and Obanai's training. He would be able to cut, dodge, and react to the arms. Once he gets to the Arm Demon's head, he would be able to cut it using the first form water surface slash, because Tanjiro used it. And I know Murata is pretty weak with his breathing style, you can barely even see it. I thought these things weren't supposed to be real. I don't know. What do you mean you can't see it? But water surface slash as a whole description says that the user can generate enough momentum to create a powerful single concentrated slash. Either Subito did not know how to do this, or I don't know, plot reasons. Plus, Marutro and Guillaume's training, I feel like he would have at least the strength to cut off the demon's head. Swamp Demon. This was one of the first Blood Demon Arch fights, and one of the first double team fights. I think there's something wrong here. I think Murata would be able to handle handy. What the freak? I think Murata would be able to handle a 1v3 because back on Nataguma, after Tanjiro revealed to stop the controlled Demon Slayer court members is to cut off their strings. Later on, Murata tells Tanjiro and Inosuke to go on and he can do this by himself, which he does do that. The only thing that could give Murata trouble is the Blood Demon art. But would he lose? Nah. I don't think Murata could survive in the Swan Demon's swamp domain, but who said he would have to go in there? He can probably just wait until the Swan Demon re-emerges and dodge his attacks and probably cut his head off before he reacts. Like, what kind of freaking idiot would jump into a demon's own domain willingly? Yabaha. That says Yabaha the Arm Demon. What the freak is my script saying? Oh my god. I'm only gonna do Yabaha because Tanjiro only fought him. Yes, I know technically it was still Tanjiro was pummeled and was able to cut the balls, but then it just became a 1v1. So I'm not gonna make Murata fight both Susumaru and Yabaha. Now let's see how this fight goes. Oh no. Okay, some of you guys might be confused. Well, I'm gonna have to break the news to you. Yabaha's attacks are invisible. Tanjiro is only able to see Yabaha's attack help from a small little demon friend. What is going on? So not only that Yabaha could probably solo the verse, but Murata soloing with just himself is impossible. Demon Slayer is over! But I don't want to end this video to invisible attacks bull crap, so I'm gonna state my one and only single rule here. I'm going to allow any health that Tanjiro has gotten that does not involve damaging the person that Murata is planning to fight. Like Yushiro's Blood Demon art in this fight and Nezuko's Blood Demon art in the Mugen Train arc. I know this might sound like cope, probably because it is. So you guys could see this as Murata's story ending here, trying to solo everything. But I'm gonna continue. Now, Murata's able to see the arrows. Now he can dodge. Oh, come on. All jokes aside, he could probably still dodge these arrows due to Tengen's and Mitsui's training being fast and flexible. But when it comes to Yabaha's final attack when he's dying, that might be difficult. This could be a stretch, but I think he would still be able to survive. He could probably do what Tanjiro did with his breathing style, but because it's Murata, I don't think he would be able to do his breathing style for a while. But if he took a beating from Sanemi's training, I think Murata could take a good pummeling from the walls and stuff. Phew! That one was a hard one. Former lower 6, Kyogai, the drum demon. After coming from that fight, you might say Murata is just down for it. How the story is made, demons get stronger and stronger. Well, I don't really see it for this case. Heck, I think Murata could easily defeat Kyogai. Why, you may ask? Because he survived a Blood Demon art that's much better than Kyogai's, which being the Infinite Castle from I don't know, Namek or something. I forgot her name. Because Murata was able to survive the fall into Infinite Castle, I believe he could easily dodge stuff in midair, like Kyogai's slashes. And he's able to fight demons in a shifting castle. Even though Kyogai can shift the room into moving towards his advantage, but because the room is kind of smaller than Infinite Castle, and I think Murata easily cut the distance and be able to defeat Kyogai because I don't think he throws a single punch or attack besides this room. The Spider Mother Demon. For this fight, all Murata needs to do is just find her. I don't think she's that strong. I think it's just the puppeting of it. I think he could quickly dispatch her. Just the only tricky thing is, how is he going to find her? Oh, hey, Inosuke. End the fight. Boom. Dead. Water wheel. Lower Moon 5. Rui. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. This might be hard. I don't believe that Murata can take down Rui. Rui is one of the 12 Kizuki, around 12 demons that are the closest to Muzan, making his flesh very hard to cut through and practically impenetrable, not even counting his strength, which is the same durability as his skin. There is no way Murata could handle What is this on my screen? Yes, I know this is Murata decapitating 2D. They're what? Huh. Yeah, in some strange event, every demon that you see that is not named in Infinite Castle is the same level as a lower moon. Now, despite this being like a major plot hole in the series, this means that Miranda can cut through lower moon flesh. Like, actually, Bro was able to defeat two in a short amount of time. Tanjiro during this time took a while to defeat Rui. Bro didn't even defeat him. So yes, I think he could cut through the strings pretty easily and get to Rui's next. Surprising, right? Lower Moon 1 and Mu. Wait, where is he? That's him. Okay, well, I think Murata might have. Oh, we are so boned. This is our first real big problems. You get out of here. Problem number 1. Murata can't wake up. Murata wouldn't even know that he would be in a dream. Once like the sickly people infiltrate his dream, he's just straight up a goner. Because his soul is most likely not as complicated as Inosuke and Zenitsu, he doesn't have a strong willpower like Rengoku, and finally he doesn't have peaceful soul like Tanjiro, ending with Murata's soul getting destroyed. We have Nezuko. Nezuko can probably use her blood demon art to burn away the dream, like Inosuke and Rengoku, and Murata would be able to find Inmu, and let's face it, this is where Murata's journey ends here. Even if Inmu doesn't use his blood demon art, do you think he's gonna cut through that by himself? It took Tanjiro and Inosuke to cut through that. Even if Murata got through Inmu, the story shifts. Going here on out, every demon that you'll see in Demon Slayer will have to take other people to help defeat. Yes, including Marucho versus Lord 5. He needed Tanjiro and Katetsuo. Technically, any character that is in Demon Slayer cannot solo the whole verse. So, what do you guys think about this video? I had a fun time making this video, so I just want to know if you guys like this. Please check out the video that inspired by Kalink for One Piece and his God Usopp one. If you want to check out more Demon Slayer videos that I have, check out my playlist right here. It's on screen. And that's really it. Bye.